What's up, boys, and welcome to Subconsciously Conscious. Welcome if you're new. Welcome back if you've been here. This is our first Men Monday. Can you believe? This is fucking crazy. I'm actually, I'm a little fired up today. I'm feeling excited. I feel like this is the start of something fucking great. I'm looking forward to endless wedding invites in the future. I mean, I have a lot of great wedding outfits. You know what I mean, boys? So you better put in the fucking work. And you better give me some fun places to go. You got me? What we're going to be doing on Mondays is we're going to have a fun little chat, and this is where I'm going to kind of have a topic of the day. I'm going to get into it with you boys, and then when that's done, I'm going to do some responding to comments, questions, whatever else, primarily taken from TikTok for the next little bit until we get, a little bit more influx through either the website or the call-in line. It's going to be a good time. I'm really fucking excited. And, let me go ahead and put out there, because I've already been asked a few times in the last week or so, I am never going to be doing relationship coaching classes or whatever. We're not doing any of that, okay? That will never be the case. Hold me to it. We're not doing that. If I'm really honest, longer term, what I'm thinking right now, what's in the air, I would love to build up the podcast, and I would love this to be a great place where everyone can come and we're able to have nuanced conversations talking about, things from a variety of perspectives. As I've told you all prior, Mondays is for the men, for the boys out there. Wednesdays is for the women, for the girls out there. And then Fridays is kind of like free talk. I truly hope that this is a place where you boys can come. You feel comfortable to comment, talk through things, ask me whatever you need to. I'm literally just here to give you big brother advice and genuinely help you. Let me also make this very clear. This is not a place for pessimism. This is not a place for men that don't want love, don't like women, none of the above. This is for the boys that you like women. Better yet, you even love women. Sometimes they may occasionally annoy you. That's fine. That's life. I mean, we're all annoyed by all kinds of people all the time. That's not that crazy, but overall at your core, you love them. That's who you foresee yourself spending a life with. And you would like to know how to better interact with women, create connections, build bridges, right? We're living in this weird time that's very much so about division. It's very much so about separation, and someone has to build a fucking bridge. There are so many both men and women far older than me that just get on this fucking internet and boo and who and fill a lot of you with anger and fear and whatever else, because a number of you are, somewhat empathetic and just truly scare the shit out of a lot of you. And that goes for, my boys out there listening and the girls too. There may be some girls listening here. Who knows? I want to be someone that builds that bridge and helps create lines of connection. But I will say, there's so many great ideas I have, you all. We're going to make shit happen. We really are. And I'm excited. Let's get into the topic for today. What women actually want in a man in 2025. This guy, Peter, he commented stated versus preferred. And he was referring to the actual desires of women, and it made me think, oh, what a great thing to have a conversation about, right? So I'm going to talk you through some of the things that I think, why women tend to actually want or desire these things, and hopefully it's eye-opening for you. Hopefully it's something that you can kind of take some notes from and feel like it's genuinely approachable and something that you can actually achieve and do. The first thing that women are drawn to is confidence. Learn to love yourself. Learn to develop your confidence. There's nothing more attractive than confidence. Men who are not confident, or they may be confident, but they read as insecure, it's extremely unattractive to women. The reason being, when you lack self-confidence, when you lack a love for yourself and assuredness in yourself, it makes women feel like you're going to be almost a part-time job in terms of like this constant person that needs her adoration, her confirmation, all of the above. In these modern times and whatever else, a lot of women, they're busy, they're doing X, Y, and Z, and they don't want to be having to constantly tend to a man or remind him that he's this and that and whatever else. Women don't mind doing it on occasion, but they don't want it to be like a part-time job. And there are genuinely men out there who they just have extremely poor self-confidence, and it truly is something that I don't wish on anyone, okay? Poor self-confidence is just, it dominoes into so many facets of life. Now, I noted that it's very important to love yourself, and that oftentimes people are incapable of loving anyone else wholeheartedly if they don't possess the ability to even love themselves wholeheartedly. The most desired trait amongst men, outside of obviously certain aesthetic preferences, is confidence. Next up, appearance. Appearance matters, boys, alright? You have to look good. A lot of people talk about the heart, especially a parent. A parent loves to tell you about like, oh, have a good heart, this, that, and the other. Be kind, all that. That's great. That's fucking great. It's true. Great. But I'm gonna be honest. If you look like a fucking loser, she's not glancing in your direction, okay? It doesn't mean that you need to look like a fucking like European male model, okay? No. But like, you can't look like a fucking thumb. Some guys just, it's like, I'm like, you know what I mean? I'm like, how the fuck do I? Girls don't want to get fucked by an ugly dude. They don't. They don't. Women are more shallow than they have ever been, alright? You want to know why? Women care more about appearance than they ever have in the times of the past. This is primarily due to social media and many women wanting to have an enviable, picture-perfect life. The same way that men like to have desirable women on their arm, oftentimes in order to impress other men, women want a desirable man on their arm, oftentimes to impress other women. Now, obviously, this is situational, and just as there are men who are not that aesthetic driven, there are women who are not that aesthetic driven. But in this current day and age, with social media and everything else, and the way that many women like to be chronically online and so forth, aesthetics matter. Aesthetics matter. And two, it just, it also goes back to attraction. Okay? So, my advice would be, you know what? Boys, get up, go find the closest mirror. Honestly, find the closest fucking mirror. Do it right now while I'm talking to you. I'm going to give you 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Look in the mirror. Look at your fucking hair. Do you have a good haircut? You know the fucking answer. Be honest with yourself. Do you have a good haircut, or does your hair look like a fucking mess? Does it look like hat hair? Does it look like a hairstyle? Or does it just look like a fucking, like a wildebeest? Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, right? Great place to start. Good hair, already, a good hairstyle that's decent, that looks somewhat put together, it makes you just, it elevates you automatically, okay? You see me? See my fucking hair? Okay, my little bob or whatever. I just have a random little white hoodie on. But because my fucking hair looks good, like, I just look a little bit more, like, put together. The fucking power of your hair, okay? And a haircut. Go to some kind of local salon or place or whatever you can pre-call. Ask them for a stylist. Most salons have... Okay, well, obviously there's, like, cheaper places. Like Great Clips or something like that. I wouldn't advise that, but if that's what's in the budget... You got to do what you got to do, boys. Like most salons, they have, I would say 4 to 5 levels of stylists. You can always ask for like a starter level stylist. That will typically be kind of like the lowest price of them all. You can go in. You don't have to like deeply research or anything. You can if you want, but you can just go in and like literally be honest with the stylist. Occasionally it's a guy, but it's typically usually women. And just tell her, be like, my hair looks like shit, okay? And I want to get a girlfriend. Help me make it look better. Can you choose a hairstyle for me? I don't know what to choose. Like, just be very honest. She will choose something that looks good on you. Do you understand? It doesn't have to be this complicated thing. You don't have to overthink it. It doesn't have... And it's fucking hair, boys. All right? Cut it. It'll grow back. Now look at your face. Okay? Do you have a fucking unibrow? Do you have a unibrow? If so, get some fucking tweezers and tweeze the hair between your eyebrows. Like, what the fuck are we talking about, boys? What the fuck are we talking about? Girls are not sitting around wanting to date Chewbacca. Like, can we have a fucking... Come on, okay? If there's hair between your fucking brows, tweeze it. Got it? If you don't know how to do it, look up a YouTube tutorial. Please. It's 2025. Like, search it on TikTok. There's someone on fucking TikTok showing you how to tweeze your eyebrows, boys. Like, come on, wake up. All right? If you can't find anything, message me or whatever. Maybe I'll make a video doing it. We'll see how fucking nice I feel. Look at your nose hairs. Are your fucking nose hairs long? Are they? I would tell you to maybe pull out some scissors and trim them, but here's the thing. I'm scared that some of you might cut your nose. So go on Amazon. They have electric nose hair trimmers for literally $10. Okay? Order one. Boom. Solved. Okay? You'll have it for at least like a year or two. Solved. All right? $10. Trim those fucking nose hairs. Some of you don't even think about that. You're having full-blown conversations, and there's like a fucking, like, with your fucking nose hairs hanging out needing to be weed whacked. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, are you? Oh my. Okay? Look at your mustache. Are the fucking hairs covering, like, your whole upper lip? Boys, you just trim the hair. I have a mustache. You trim the fucking hairs. What are we doing? It's not that complicated. These are, like, very simple, like, hygienic, like, things. Okay? Trim the fucking mustache. Alright? Are your ears full of wax? Get a Q-tip, boys. Or look up the best ways to clean your ears. Google, YouTube, whatever. Like, I mean, very simple things. I know. Some of you are hearing this shit like, oh, fuck, I don't even know the last time I cleaned out my, like, the earwax in my ears. I know. I literally know what's happening right now. Some of you are hearing this. You're like, oh, fuck. Like, this shit's simple. I know. You think everyone knows it and does it. I'm sure a number of you don't. Okay? It's fine. This is not a place of shame. Okay? Like I said, this is older brother. I'm saying all this with love. All right? Someone's got to fucking tell you, and I'm just waking you up. We're gonna fix it. You're gonna be good, okay? You're gonna look like a fucking stud, okay? She's gonna love you, but you have to fucking listen. All right, what else? I'm trying to think. Okay, facial hair. Facial hair is very important, boys, okay? Is it wild? Is it out of control? Learn how to trim it. Learn how to shave it, like razor, like clean up the lines. Clean up the lines, boys. You really can, like, shave your facial hair to help give your face structure. If your face lacks a little structure, that's the power of facial hair. You can give yourself, like, a subtle jawline if you like, trim your facial hair correctly. Okay? Facial hair is your friend. If you also have a baby face, you're still at the mirror. You better have not left the fucking mirror. Look in the mirror. You know if you have a fucking baby face. Be serious right now. You know if you have a baby face. If you do, grow out your fucking facial hair. Grow it out. No woman is going, I want the guy with the baby face to fuck me. She's not saying that. Okay? Come on, boys. Wake up. I know. You're like, oh shit, yeah, that is true. That sounds... I know. I speak in truths. You'll learn this, okay? We don't just say random fucking shit because whatever. No. There's a fucking reason and a purpose for everything that I'm saying. So obviously, the brushing of one's teeth, I'm sure you all at least do that every day, okay? Don't forget about, flossing, all those kinds of things and whatever else. Don't forget about the tongue. Don't forget about, okay? Like, all of these things, I mean, I feel like that one at least you all should know. I shouldn't have to touch that much on that. In terms of, okay, maybe you wear glasses. Glasses can work if you have a good pair of glasses. If you have a bad pair of glasses and you don't like contacts, boys, it's time to invest in a good pair of glasses. It doesn't have to be designer or anything like that. Actually, my partner Grant, I found this random fucking brand. If you boys want it, just like message me or something and I can tell you the brand. I found this random brand on Amazon and their frames are like acetate frames. Like Celine is like acetate frames and whatever. And they were like 40 fucking bucks. Like sick. Sick. We took them to the optometrist. They made custom lenses for him and everything. He gets compliments on the glasses all the fucking time because they look like Celine. They look deathly expensive, you know, because they're real acetate. It's not like shitty, cheap plastic. It's like thick acetate. Like, all I'm going to say is I know quality, boys, okay? I've held a number of very well-made, incredible things, and I also own well-made, incredible, and I know quality. Like 40 bucks. Like it's fucking okay? So you don't have to break the bank. Understood? If you have a pair of shitty glasses, you got to get some sick ones, all right? And if you're open to contacts, try a contact. Try a contact, okay? Call up your local optometrist and they'll give you a few weeks to try. Try them. Just try them and see if you even like them. You might wear them and be like, all right, I look fucking weird. Or like, you know, I look a little bit odd. Like I feel like I need something that looks a little more studious or whatever else. Whatever vibe feels what? Cool and fuckable. Okay? Ask yourself, does this look cool and fuckable? Okay? A genuine question. You don't have to tell anyone else the answer to that. You don't have to tell me. You just need to, okay? You just need to be honest with yourself. All right? When you're in the mirror, be like, if I wasn't me and this one, would I be like, oh, cool. All right, that's worthy of a compliment or like whatever. You know the fucking answer. You know the answer. Lying to yourself's not helping you. It's not helping. Okay? It's just be honest. Got it, boys? Before we leave appearance, I will briefly, I'm going to make a whole episode down the line. I didn't want to start with it, but I will briefly touch on style because I talked about it in that long, like almost 20-minute TikTok, okay? Style is important. Girls care about style. I know. It's a new day. Like I know a lot of parents, especially like moms, like gentle moms, they'll, oh, my boy. Okay. A lot of your gentle moms, they might have set you the fuck up and they didn't mean to. It was all done with love. Okay. I know. You're like, well, yeah, no, I didn't have a gentle mom. My mom's like female CEO, fucking like she runs a ship. Like she was gone most of the time. Like it was mostly nannies raising me. Like it was, you get what I'm saying. Okay. So I've been like this since forever. Okay. I was running my fucking nannies when I was 10. Okay. I was the motherfucking boss. So like I've always been like this. Yeah. My sister jokes. She's like, the world gets experienced, my wild brother. What I'm getting at is style matters. Okay. Girls just care more now. All right. And sorry, circling back, the gentle moms, a lot of the gentle moms, they kind of set you boys the fuck up. They didn't mean to. Okay? It was rooted in love. But, yeah, no. They told a number of you few too many times. You were the most special thing in the world. Like, all these other things. A lot of them did not prepare you for rejection. So now as an adult, being hit with, like, rejection or not getting the response that you're used to, like your mom or maybe other, like, immediate females, like an aunt or someone, like, it's a little bit jarring for you. Like they did not prepare you. They didn't say like, here's the thing, honey. There's going to be girls out there that vibe with you and think you're cool. And there's going to be girls that think that you're fucking weird and want nothing to do with you. Don't be bothered by that. Okay. Remember, you're confident. You know, it's like they didn't preface you for a lot of shit. It's okay. You're not alone. That's a lot of guys. Trust me. Okay. Especially younger. They're fucked. Like they're like, huh? Whoa. Anytime they get hit with some real life shit, okay? You're not alone. And again, some dads too, you know, did the gentle thing. And then two, there's a lot more just modern men that like didn't have dads. The gentle moms, they meant well, but it's not setting you up to, you know, get a wife or girlfriend or anything like that. They kind of fucked you. So, you know, now you boys are out there, you're going to do the work. Thank God you found an older brother to help set you fucking straight. This one girl commented this the other day, and I thought to myself, that's very kind. I appreciate it. She said, truly doing selfless work. You don't even have any skin in the game here, and you're helping build bridges and whatnot. And it's like, fuck yeah. Because guess what? I care about more than myself. I care about love. I care about people experiencing The fucking greatness of love. Ah, it's such a good thing, okay? It's not without its moments. It's not without its this and that and whatever. But it truly is such a beautiful thing. It just there's nothing that compares. People will say like, "Oh, friendship's great," and this friends are great. Friends are wonderful. Family is wonderful, and all of that. But there's something about like the love and the bond that you share with a significant other that you like are consciously every day making the choice to build a life with and grow a future family with, and so many other things that like it is so rewarding. It's just like a connection that's incomparable. I don't really know how to describe it in words to you boys, but I just know that I want a number of you to be able to experience it and to release whatever anxieties or feelings that you have that may be holding you back from experiencing that. Number 3, define your currency. This is very important, okay? I feel like what happens to a number of men, especially when they may be in like arguments or debates with women or whatever, is women always know their currency and what they bring to the situation, and they have that shit locked and loaded, ready to fucking throw at your face in a moment's notice if you get crazy or say something that's not for them. The boys need to start having that in your mind as well. It's really more so for self-assuredness. Do you understand? It kind of goes hand in hand with confidence. Understanding your currency is really related to knowing your value and what you bring not only to the world, to your work life and whatever else, but to your relationship. Like, what is it that you bring to the relationship? What is it? And if you're not in one, you know, obviously a number of you are not, you're seeking one. What is it that you foresee yourself bringing to a relationship, right? Is it that you have the ability to be calming and anchoring? Is it that, you know, you have the ability to be an incredible supporter or even an uplifter of a significant other? Is it that you have, you know, incredible communication skills, or you have an excellent ability to socialize and build relationships? And it's something where, you know, if your future wife or partner wants to build a business or something like that, you are going to be an asset to helping her, you know, build a community and whatever. Like, there's so many things, and you need to understand what it is that you bring to the table, because the reality is the answer to that question used to be money and support. But the thing is that in this modern day and age, women don't need that from men. They just don't. They're very capable of doing and, you know, bringing that to their own table. If men can bring that, lovely. Trust me, a woman will never turn down a man who can, you know, bring financial stability to the table and so forth. That will always be welcome. But for a number of women, although that's desirable, they are also aware of the realities of job markets, income, like all those different things. And there's numerous women who make 6 figures and are fine with a guy who makes upper 5 figures, or, you know, low 6 or whatever. Like, they're fine making more than the man, if that makes sense. So it's really understanding, okay, what is your currency outside of, you know, your ability to maybe make money? Because that is not something that all women are so stuck on. It feels like it at times. The internet definitely feels like a tunnel that makes it seem that way, but it's simply not the case, okay? Is that an admirable, you know, or desirable trait? Well, fuck yeah, for anyone. Like, we all would love to make more money and our significant other to make more money, but it's not a deal breaker for numerous people. I would also say, have a career outline, okay? If you're working somewhere now and you have intentions to either go to school or do other things, like, have an idea of what is going to work well for you, what's going to be a beautiful future option, what's going to be, you know, just a rough outlook of like the next 5 years. Because women love men that at least have some kind of an idea or concept. It just gives them, I don't know, it gives them like something to, I don't want to say grasp at, but it gives them something to like digest. There's times where women will ask a man like, okay, what are your future plans look like, or whatever, and like, he doesn't have any kind of 5 or 10 year plan. I'm telling you, 90+% of women have a 5 or 10 year plan. Obviously, they are subject to change and pivoting and so forth. But I will tell you, and just even in my experience talking to men, over like 50% of men don't have a 5 or 10 year plan. They have no fucking, they're like, I'm just trying to make it to next week. Or like, I'm like, oh my fucking, are you serious? Wake up! Like, what the? Anyway. So, you boys need to start thinking about what that plan looks like, okay? Just to have, like I said, a rough outline so that you're not completely fucking clueless. It will ease women. Thank me later. Now, I forgot to say, going back to the appearance. Now that we've kind of talked through the face, let's get to the body, okay? Here's the thing. Everyone doesn't have to have a six-pack and all that other shit and blah da 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 da, whatever. You know, if you need to, get on the motherfucking treadmill and start running. Like, I don't need to. You know. You fucking know, okay? You see if your fucking tits are sagging. You see if your fucking belly is out all the fucking way to Zimbabwe, okay? Like, I'm not gonna sit here and, like, you know if you need to get in the fucking gym or not, okay? Here's the thing. If you are fat, but, like, you also have a fat bank account, you don't have to be that pressed about getting fit, okay? If you're fat as fuck, but you're broke, get your ass in the fucking gym. Get your ass in the fucking gym. You can't be fat and fucking broke. You can't. You're asking to be alone for the rest of your life, okay? If you're broke, you better have a sick fucking body. It's just the truth. This is not exclusive to guys. Girls know that too, okay? If she's broke as fuck, she needs to be hot as fuck. Because guys are going to pay for all the shit of the hot as fuck girl. Guys are not paying for all the shit of some girl that's ugly and fat as fuck. They're not. They're not, okay? So like I said, this is not a one-sided thing, all right? Look in your motherfucking mirror. You know if you need to lose weight. If you were a fucking chick, would you fuck you? That's a real ass question. Some of you are about to have a fucking real ass moment with yourself. If you were a chick, would you fuck you? If your answer is no, get your ass in the fucking gym. Cut the fast food, okay? Start cooking. Baked chicken. We don't fry shit. Baked, okay? If you do rice, brown rice, okay? Veggies, where's your broccoli? Where's your fucking sweet potatoes? Where's your... Like, come on, boys. All right? Please. You can't be sitting there, like, looking like a frump-a-dump and broke and whatever else and da-da-da, like, filling your mind with insecurities and whatever else and then being like, I don't know why no girl wants me. You literally know all the reasons why no fucking girl wants you. You just feel entitled to a relationship. Because probably your soft mom and whomever else told you, like, you're going to meet a nice girl and you're going to... And she didn't tell you, well, honey, if you let yourself blow the fuck up and you don't really build a career or anything and you don't build a bank account and you don't da-da-da-da-da, well, you might not meet a girl, right? Right? Gentle mom, she didn't prep you for that. All right? I'm your older brother. I'm going to fucking prep you. I'm going to get you fucking right. Because guess what? I want my brother to get laid. Yeah, I fucking do. I want you to get laid and I want you to get a wife. Yes, I fucking do. All right? You're welcome. Someone's got to care. Someone's got to fucking tell you. Next up, number 4. Develop mental fortitude, boys. Mental strength, okay? It is so powerful. It's genuinely so powerful. I touched on it the other day. Your ability to withstand and handle rejection is extremely important. Not just in dating, in all facets of life. There are going to be jobs, there are going to be opportunities and things like that that you may get passed up on. You have to be able to take that in stride and push fucking forward. Be able to not lash out, re-strategize, and figure out a fucking plan of attack. Do you understand? That is the importance of mental fortitude and mental strength. If you act impulsively from emotion, as numerous women do, not all, but numerous women do, it's not going to serve you well, especially as a man. There's an expectation that men are, to be a little bit more calm and, strategic and kind of, you could say, like, panther-like, slowly and then at the right moment, right? Jump, pounce at the right moment. Timing is everything. You want to be very selective about impulsive reactions. That is why you have to build that mental strength, okay? Also, if you're one who's constantly finding yourself at a halted place when you are faced with rejection, I would advise you to do this. Because guess what, boys? Everyone needs wins every now and then. What you need to do is figure out a system or a way to generate wins for yourself. Meaning, give yourself attainable goals that you can that you can reach a win at. For example, okay, I'll give you an example. One way that I got a win a couple months ago was I wanted to change the lighting in my kitchen. So I found a very good, I found an incredible deal on a light. I found like a $3,000 light for like $100 on Facebook. Fucking great. And I completely pulled down the light system or whatever in my fucking kitchen, and I put up that light, and it looks fucking stunning. It's that beautiful like metal beam one that's like in the background of a ton of my fucking, videos or whatever, because I was just laying my phone on the counter. Yeah, and it was a win. And it was a win at a fucking time when I needed it. Do you understand? I kind of like set up that win for myself because I just it was at a time where I needed a win. I needed a win to like lift me up a little, give me a little bit of morale and whatever else. So again, figure out ways to set up wins for yourself, right? Maybe like the next 2 weeks, you set a goal for yourself. All right, I'm going to lose 5 pounds in the next 2 weeks. You can fucking do that. You can fucking do that. That's setting yourself up for a win. Losing 5 pounds in the next 2 weeks or the next 30 days, whatever. You can definitely fucking do that. Set yourself up for the win, right? So many men become very I don't want to say fitness obsessed, but very much so fitness driven, because it does help them not only give themselves wins and so forth, but it also does help build consistency. And also self-control. The reality is, when you're in the gym, you can be working out hard as hell, but if you are eating terribly wrong, you're not going to see changes in the body. So it forces you to, honestly, it kind of lights all these different things within you, right? It ignites all these different burners that have kind of been sitting on low, and it ignites them and puts them into action. But fitness is a very easily accessible thing that is a great goal setter. If that's not for you, find other things, right? Maybe it's learning to cook healthy instead of, ordering out or picking up fast food all the time or whatever. Give yourself the goal of cooking all your meals at home for a week, boys. 7 days of clean cooking. Beautiful. You can fucking do it. And some of you, you're going to do it for 7 days or maybe even 2 weeks, and then you're going to literally see weight fall off without even having to exercise. And some of you, you're going to be like, oh shit, the power of the food. If you literally just start eating cleaner, weight falls off. I know, weight falls off. Yeah. A lot of people don't realize how much caloric intake is in food options, sauces they consume, beverages. A lot of people consume so many calories through sauces and beverages. Even that. Think about the sauces and beverages that you drink or consume on a daily basis. A lot of people consume 500 to 1,000 calories of sauces and beverages a day. That's like a whole fucking meal, boys. Every 3,500 calories that you consume, that's 1 pound. Some of you are like, oh fuck, 3,500. Damn, I feel like I eat that every day. That means you're gaining a whole fucking pound a day. Put the fork down. Put the fucking fork down. Okay? You got me? Yeah. Anything worth having, it's gonna take some fucking work. I'm really sorry to break it to you. That's life. If your parents never told you that, your big brother's telling you now. You have to put in work for the shit that you want. If you want a cool, sick, hot as fuck wife, you have to get your fucking self together. Do you understand? You're not entitled to that. A hot girl does not have to want you. I'm very sorry. She can literally think that you're a lazy fucking loser if you don't do anything with your body, your time, anything else. She can think that. She's not mean or bitchy or whatever for not wanting you if you don't do anything with your body and yourself and your time and all of that. You understand what I'm saying? Going back to the mental fortitude. Find the best way to build up that mental strength, okay? Building up that mental strength is going to, again, help you with building the confidence. The confidence is key. It's a lot of food for thought. All right, boys? Lead by example. Actions speak louder than words. I touched on this in that very long TikTok, so I'm not even going to elaborate on that. That's it. It's that. Like, be a fucking doer. Fuck words, all right? There's a number of reasons why, but like, it's just, women want to see men get shit done. They don't want to fucking hear blah, 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 da, da, da. They want to see you actually put in fucking work and get shit done. Got it? Lastly, be sexually desirable. Some of you are going, I'm a man, she's a woman. Doesn't she want dick, blah, blah. It's not that. No, not at all. Actually, you fucking idiot. No, that's not how it works. Okay? If you look like a fucking thumb, she doesn't want to get fucked by you. Desirability is a thing. You need to ensure that you are desirable. All right? Explore sensuality. Learn about how to be sensual, boys, okay? Know how to fucking touch her in the right spots to get her fucking kitty cat ting-tinging. Do you understand what I'm saying? Learn how to use your motherfucking tongue. Like, I don't know. I may do a whole episode of, but it's like, come on, okay? Because the thing is, sometimes the dick is just not going to hit the fucking spot. Sorry, it's the truth, boys. Come on. It's the truth. All right? And also, let me also, like, rectify this myth. The bigger the dick does not mean the better the pleasure. Sorry. Okay? I will say it again. The bigger the dickiana does not mean the better the pleasure. There's a lot of men who have a big fucking yacht and they do not know how to steer the motherfucking ship. Okay? There's a number of men who have average to maybe even smaller, and they know how to drive that motherfucking ship home. I'm telling you this. I have been personally told this by women, okay? It's not about the size of the ship. It's about the fucking driver of the ship and if they know how to drive that motherfucker home. That's the truth, okay? Are there certain girls that like larger size? Yeah, there's some, but it's not most like you all think. Because once the yachts exceed a certain size, it's not comfortable when it's coming into the fucking harbor. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's not. There is a level at which it crosses the line to discomfort. A number of the women that like the massive size too, it's not even that they want to take it. They enjoy putting their mouth on it. But they don't want that fucking shit ripping their body apart. Okay? It's just the truth. So, all of you that have this obsession with like men's size and whatever else, girls are not sitting out here obsessing over men's size the way that other men do. I've said this before and I will say it again. A lot of you men's minds and concerns, to be straight men, the mind is at times gayer than gay men. Honestly, and I say this as a gay man, I'm so fucking serious. You guys are like so concerned about like certain things about men, like what other men think about your girl, what other men's sizes compared to you. If your girl's gonna fucking, like someone commented something the other day that sounded quite fucking racist, and they were like, yeah, a lot of nice guys are getting fucking left for thugs. Motherfucker, I know the coded message of what you're saying. You're saying a lot of fucking dudes with mediocre sex game, because who even fucking knows what's in the pants? They just have mediocre sex game. They're getting left for BBCs. And the thing is, you're assuming that it's a fucking BBC. Because I'm sorry, not every black guy has a BBC. Sorry, motherfucker. That's the real truth of it. Okay? Like, some of you say some really fucking gay shit. And I'm like, are you okay, motherfucker?
Genuinely, are you okay? Get a fucking grip. Like, insecurity, that's what's holding you back. Like the guy that commented that, insecure as fuck. I was like, I know he doesn't have a girlfriend because the insecurity is oozing from his fucking comment. That's crazy. That's a crazy fucking thing to say. Are you serious? Now, beyond explore sensuality, I also said scent matters, energy matters. Energy matters. Do you have a good fucking energy? Do you have a vibey energy? Or do you have a loser energy? You know if your fucking energy's loser. You can change it, but you have to put in the work. You're not going to wake up and not have loser energy anymore. Okay? Hello. You know who had loser energy and now he is like vibey energy? Like it's kind of Drake. Look at Drake when he first came out. Drake from the fucking Drake from Degrassi. Loser. Drake now. Lover boy. Daddy. Yeah, whether you like it or not, it's the fucking truth. It's the truth. Most women ask about Drake, they say, yep. Champagne poppy, I'll take that Kakiana. They fucking will. They fucking will. Whether you like it or not. Nothing to do about his fucking skin color, you weird fucks. Those of you that want to comment something about thugs, you weird fuck. Very odd. It's about the fact that he is swag. He's a good energy to him. It's attractive. And you probably have loser fucking energy. Learn to stop being a loser. Now, boys, on to the questions and the comments, okay? Firstly, Little Scorpion said, sincere question. I feel like I don't have a lot of options on the apps or in real life. What do I do? Little Scorpion, I can't see you. Here's the thing. Most of the guys that comment and do whatever else, I've noticed a trend. You're fucking faceless, nameless, whatever else. Here's the thing, boys. If you want me to like give some feedback or whatever, you have to at least like DM me a photo or something. Like, it's very hard for me to give you advice when you ask something like this. Like, I don't fucking know if you look like, you know, the Prince of fucking Egypt or if you look like Kermit the fucking Frog. Like, I don't know what the fuck you look like. You know what I mean? So it's very hard for me to be like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what you look like. Because that matters. Like, I've already touched on this. That fucking matters, okay? Like, if you don't look that great, that's probably why. That's probably why, okay? And then outside of that, if your fucking energy's not right, if you look great but you have low self-esteem, that's a thing. You will literally, in life, if you're just social or whatever, like, I've met guys that, like, they look like they could be, like, a European model or, like, what, but they have the shittiest fucking self-esteem and confidence, and I'm like, oh, this is why you're single. This is why you're single. Because at first, like, the girl meets you and she thinks, like, oh, he's a shy guy. Yeah. But then she realizes, like, oh, you're not just, like, a shy, sweet boy. You're actually like, very insecure and need constant validation and whatever else. And, like, you've crossed the line and, like, your hotness doesn't even supplement for it to, like, you're fucking draining. You're draining because your fucking insecurity is a nuisance. It is a fucking drainer of energy and time and whatever else. That's why you've got to build confidence. And trust me, boys, this is not a one-sided thing. I will be having similar conversations with the girls. Next up, Scoops. I've never been on a dating app. Which one should I try? Fuck dating apps. Fuck them. Fuck them. They are literally in the business of keeping people single. Most of them, they are owned by conglomerates that are publicly traded companies, and they don't make money when you find love and you leave the app. Every time a new couple is formed, that's two people leaving their app. That's many ads not seen. That's many swipes not swiped. Like, all of that. They make money off of all of your interaction on these fucking apps. Fuck them. I wouldn't advise you get on any. I would advise you get your everything together that we've discussed and go out. Talk to people. Talk to women. Get to know people. Make friends. Meet a woman through a new set of friends. Whichever way. You gotta just get out there and live, baby. It's the best way. It really is. And you have to love yourself. I'm telling you, it just happens. It comes to you when you're just like living and loving life. That's what happened to me. I'm coming up on my 8-year anniversary. Like, we met when just both living life, doing our own thing. It wasn't even like some Is very chill, very like very yeah. Literally started as friends and just kind of it progressed. It was not some forced thing or whatever, just chillin', living. You get it? Okay. Fuck the apps. Go out, meet people in person. It's fun. And there's nothing like feeling energy in person, seeing the banter, having the banter, feeling the vibes, seeing if you like understand one another's sense of humor, seeing if like you're very engaged with one another. That's why I always say go on a date within the week. Like it's like think of all the lost fucking time. So many people, they sit and they talk on these fucking apps for months and then they meet and it's like, why the fuck did I waste all my time? The energy in person is so shit. Like through the messages, it's so funny. You don't even know if they're formulating their messages. They could be formulating every fucking response through AI. Now more than ever, you need to get the fuck up and go meet people in person, right? You need to see this little banter that's going on in the text. Does that actually come out of them? Does it pour out of them? Or was that fucking AI? Yeah. It's genuinely more important now than ever to get up off of your fucking ass and go on some dates. Nobody wants to go on in-person dates anymore. Get up off your fucking ass and go on the date. Number 3, turbo. Dating apps make men feel absolutely repulsive if we're not the cream of the crop. So I don't even try talking to women in person because what's the point? They think I'm ugly. You know what, Turbo? Go ahead. Don't talk to women. Don't talk to women because you already have such a pessimistic view of yourself. I would literally not put a woman through having to deal with that. I really wouldn't. I would be a terrible person to tell you, go out, go do blah. No, you need to do some motherfucking self-work. Learn to love yourself. Learn to stop being a fucking pessimistic Patrick. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants to fuck that. Nobody wants to build a life with that. Life is fucking hard. If you think of on top of how hard life is, someone wants to be fucking navigating you and that pessimism that I have a intuitive feeling you take into numerous facets of life. You're a fucking fool. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. So go do the self-work. Go learn to love yourself. Go learn to be fucking optimistic. Next up. Walter, we don't fear rejection. We fear disrespect. Getting disrespected day in and day out takes a toll on you. I understand that, Walter. I truly do. I do. You've got to shift the mind. You just do. Sadly, you're not going to be able to sulk your way into a woman wanting you. It's just not an attractive quality. It's not. And I would never advise a woman to date or commit to any man who is a fucking sulker or doesn't have the ability to have mental strength and mental fortitude. Okay? That's just the fucking truth. Okay? I understand that disrespect takes a toll on you. The thing is, if you build confidence and you build the things that I say, you won't be disrespected. I can't remember the last time I was disrespected, like, in person. No one tries that fucking shit. No one. No one. Because I don't play those fucking games. It's that simple. I don't play fucking games. When you're someone that's not to be fucked with, and like that's true to your core, people just sense it. It's the same way I think I said in a different episode or somewhere, I was like, men that are like alphas or whatever else, they never say that shit. That's like loser fucking behavior. You don't have to say it. You exist as it. It never has to be uttered. That's the power of genuine confidence and strength. Losers say alpha or lead of da 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 or like whatever fucking, you know, other shit that like those manosphere douche lord fucking bros say. No. If you're really that, you don't even need to say it. I know. Crazy. Next up, Clev. Clev said, I would rather get rejected in person than led on via dating app. You know what, Clev? You're a smart man. You are a smart man because that's the move. Save yourself the fucking time. As I said earlier, so many people, they waste endless time on the fucking apps. For what? Why? Nothing to be gained there. Nothing to be gained. Go meet people. You need to feel the fucking energy. You need to see how the banter is. You need to see if that sexual... Are you at the fucking bar talking, but you want to rip the clothes off? Beyond just like base horniness. Like, is this person like do you feel drawn to this person? Or are you like, I want to experience this person's body? You'll know. You'll know. When it's the case, like, you just fucking know. Lamoon. He said, so I ideologically agree about persistence, but what I find difficult in practice is that I don't know what real no or rejection is and what a no try harder is. I don't want to inadvertently creep someone out for the sake of persistence, if that makes sense. Any advice or thoughts on this? I would just honestly, because of your lack of familiarity, I would do the rule of two. Try it maybe a second time, and if not, okay, then just go. There's going to be instances where like women reject you so aggressively like the first time that it's not even worth it. Like, you know, she's not into it. Here's the thing. When a girl's into it and she's just trying to be flirty, she will like deny you. But okay, let's say it's like at a bar. She'll like deny you, but then she'll like make kind of like eyes at you still throughout the night after denying you. That means like, okay, I said no, but like, come back and try to start a conversation with me again. Like, that's what she's playing hard to get, right? That, like, she wants you to fucking come back. Because she said no, but then she's like, the girl that doesn't want you to come back, she says no, and like, you never see her glance in your fucking direction again. You are like invisible. You fucking disappear into the walls. You will not see that girl look at you once again. You could be standing in front of her. She's so like whatever about you. She's looking through you. You're not even there. Like, you understand? So that's another way to tell as well. Okay? If you ask or say something and then she is still making eyes or, whatever with you, or like giving you a little wink or something. She's trying to play. She's trying to play a little cat and mouse. She wants you to indulge. Okay? So keep those things in mind. We're going to finish out with this one comment that it did just give me a bit of a laugh. There's a few more, but honestly, boys, it's getting long. Let's finish out with Dale. I don't know if his comment is true, but whatever the case, it made me laugh because it is reality. He said, as a 5%er, I love this dating environment. Thanks, ladies. I have endless options and won't commit to any of them. Dating has never been better for me. And you know what? Fuck yeah, Dale. Like, it's the truth. Like, women have inadvertently made men the prizes. Right? They've gotten on their social media, they've gotten on these public stages and all talked about wanting these top 10% men, right? Like they've all screamed from rooftops. It feels like some have megaphones, right? Over 6 foot, over this salary, over this, that. Only 15% of men in the US are over 6 foot. Only blah, 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 have a certain salary. Only blah, 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 have a trust fund. Only blah, blah, like all this shit, right? And it's like, so many have said this. So many. And it's literally informed the men that like check off those credentials that they are the fucking prizes. That like for every one of them, there's hundreds, if not more, women to choose from. Because those men are aware of how small that pool is and how many fucking women want the men in that pool. It's why those men don't have to commit if they don't want. Now, some obviously do if they're fucking smart, but some don't. At tale as old as time, there have been comfortable men that committed to women and comfortable men that didn't, okay? I'm going to actually tell you why. A number of comfortable men that do commit, there's something about having a wife or significant other and someone that anchors the family and anchors the home that allows a man who is building a company, business, brand, whatever else, to fully pour his energy into building that into a business that is not just good, but great. marriage is something that, if you see like numerous wealthy couples and so forth, marriage is a fundamental thing. And like, even like some, they will like separate and not even legally divorce because of the logistics, the finances of it, and all of that. Like, marriage is something that is thought out, it's intentional, and it's something that, again, for a number of those men, when they have that anchored situation, they have that, frankly, safety of marriage, it allows them to fully pour themselves into the building of whatever great thing they want to build. Right? And it's so funny when I hear a lot of these modern men like, oh, well, if I'm making $1 million a year, I'm fucking whoever went and did it. And I'm like, okay, I guess you're not building some great business. Because I'm like, if you're actually pouring your energy into building a fucking business that's insane, that's great, you don't have time to be fucking random women all the time. You're busy, right? A perfect example is like Jeff Bezos. He just became this like muscle daddy kind of guy in the last few years. Prior to that, nerdy as fuck, building the business, like head down, going to work, right? Now he's out, he's partying, he's doing this, he's doing that, da 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 da. He also stepped down as the CEO of Amazon. He's just on the board. Like, he still does some work, but like, he has people that basically run the whole company now. So guess what? He's the time to play now. But he built a majority of that company when he was married to Mackenzie Bezos for a very long time. For a very long time. And it's fascinating to see the different debates and whatnot about like their divorce settlement, because I think Mackenzie got like 40 billion or something. People are like, I would never give her. I'm like, he was worth around 200 billion at the time. Throwing 20% her way, I think that's more than deserved. And also, Mackenzie Bezos is one of, if not the most philanthropic woman in the world, I think. I think last year alone, she gave away like $6 billion. It was something crazy. Like, she gives away a lot of fucking money. If you're going to have an ex-wife and you give her billions of dollars, Mackenzie Bezos is who you do it for. She gives money away constantly. Constantly trying to help people. Constantly trying to build various efforts to help a variety of communities. You know, a lot of men are being advised and told, like, don't do marriage and this and that and da-da-da. It's like, boys, it's a new fucking day. Marriage is something that can be very much so protected. Obviously, there's prenups and different things like that, but if you ever have any stress or concerns about like that being contested, that's why trusts exist. That's why all different kinds of things exist, to be forms of protection. Like, that's why companies exist. That's why sometimes people will buy things and they put it in, you know, certain company that's like, you know, their name or whatever. Like, there's all kinds of different things. But it's like, marriage at the core of it, I'm gonna fucking, I mean, people don't like to talk about it this way, but it's the truth. Marriage is one of the biggest business deals you will do in your life. Marriage, in some ways, is a business that you're investing in. And I know that's not glamorous, but it's just like, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like in the modern day, people romanticize marriage far more than it needs to be, okay? Marriage is a decision that needs to be made from a pragmatic place, not from some place of like fantasy. No, it needs to be made. Does this make sense? Does building a life with this person make sense? Is this someone that I can trust? Someone told me this once and it was incredible. Marry someone that in the event that you all had to separate, that you would want to divorce. Meaning, pay attention to when you're dating someone, how do they argue? How do they conflict resolve? How do they prioritize like revenge and things like that? Like, all of those things, they're very telling. You need to marry strategically. That doesn't always mean like marry, like all that kind of shit. Like, that's usually what people talk about. They talk about like, you know, going up in terms of status or finance. No, you need to, because here's the thing. If you marry strategically, like the right person, you together can build incredible things. You can build immense wealth together, okay? There were how many millionaires and billionaires like to come out of like the United States alone in the last few years? Like, in America, and that you can build things, okay? But you have got to choose correctly. It will make all the fucking difference. Understood? All right, boys. Well, that's going to wrap up our Men Monday. I had a lot of fucking fun. I'm looking so forward to the future. I think there's so many fun things we're going to be able to get into. And I genuinely hope that, like, you boys can find some guidance. You can find some interesting conversation here. You can get some fucking wake-up calls that maybe you need, right? That are going to help you be the best man that you can be moving forward. And Go from good to great. I want this to be somewhere where like we can come together, we can have conversation, we can really talk about things in a real pragmatic, sensible way. Leave me a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, everywhere else, boys. I will greatly appreciate that. I thank you in advance. And feel free to comment any questions, concerns, any future things you want me to discuss on the episode. All right, boys, have a beautiful day and enjoy this Labor Day. All right, summer's coming to a close, just a few weeks left. I'll see you guys next Monday. Bye.